So on Love is Blind Germany, we have three black dark skin queens. And my girl Shella, she didn't waste no time letting the people know that she is black. She was like, I'm from Düsseldorf, originally from Togo. Have you been to Africa? She didn't play no game. She said, you know what the fuck it is, bitch. And obviously, the concept of the show is Love is Blind. And in theory, you're not really meant to be revealing key aspects of your appearance. It's not banned, but in theory, you're not supposed to. Like, if we're following the true testament of what this experiment is supposed to be about, you're not meant to reveal things that are going to indicate what you look like. But like most experiments in the scientific world, these experiments usually blanket cater to white people. And I fear this ain't gonna work for the black people then. Now, I definitely understand why people don't like it. And I personally side eye people who, try to insinuate that they're conventionally attractive or insinuate their weight, so on and so forth. But personally, as a black person, I feel like we need to have a little bit of leeway for people of color coming on this show, especially if we're doing it in predominantly white countries. I feel like I would only go onto this show if I was curious or desperate. But I've gone back and forth with whether I would reveal my race or not. Because ultimately, I wouldn't want to be with somebody who A, is racist, or two, isn't attracted to black women, or C, somebody who's like, I don't see color and is very passive when it comes to race. Because I feel like you can have conversations about race without revealing what race you are in this experiment. But I feel like if I was asking someone in the pods, like, so what do you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement? How do you feel about the geopolitical situation in Africa? Do you think European countries should be paying reparations? I'm going to give myself away. I feel like they're either going to know that I'm black or they're going to think I'm like one of those white middle class champagne socialists. But then there's also like cultural things as well that, whoever wants to marry me is going to have to take into account as well. And if I reveal those cultural, distinctively African things, again, I've given myself away. But it's like I can't marry someone without disclosing that. So I feel like in an experiment like this, I might not say outright that I'm black, but I feel like with the information that I feel like I need to cover, I might as well just say that I'm black. But with interracial dating becoming more and more prevalent, is this something that black people still need to be kind of vigilant about, be mindful about? Do we feel like we still need to do that, especially as black women? Because even though I would say, like, in general, reality TV in terms of dating does black women dirty, in terms of Love is Blind, I feel like for black women dating, the selection is pretty decent in terms of men that will find black women attractive. And also the right type of attraction, the type of attraction that will lead to marriage. So I gotta hear from you guys, especially black women. Would you outright reveal that you are black if you went on Love is Blind? Do you feel like it's necessary? And let's say you didn't come out and say what your race is. Do you feel like with what you end up revealing in the pods would give it away? Or would you actually go out of your way to try and conceal it, to be as faithful to the premise of the experiment as possible? I'd be interested to hear from you guys.